What's up, everybody? It's David with a Ghost Recon Future Soldier video. I got my hands on this beta early because I own Conviction, and you know, what can I say about this game? Honestly, I did not come into this beta with high hopes. I thought they were going to screw it up. And maybe you're thinking I'm going to say, well, I was wrong. But nope, I was right. This game is screwed up. It's not nearly as good as it should have been. Because I was a big fan of the first two games. Ghost Recon Advanced, or it's not the first two games because it's a different, you know, subtitle underneath Ghost Recon. But I really liked Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter 1 and 2. I still own the second one. But, you know, I was kind of looking for a spiritual successor to those games. This is not that game. This game is third-person Call of Duty with a little bit of changes here and there. Essentially what this game is it's a combination of Splinter Cell Conviction, because it's very similar to Splinter Cell Conviction, the way you move, take cover, take downs, and stuff like that. Gears of War, because it has fairly similar, you know, cover system, and Call of Duty, the gameplay of Call of Duty, gunplay and whatnot, because you can aim on the sights and stuff like that in this game. And in my opinion, they're screwing themselves. No one's gonna buy this game. I mean, I'm not saying no one, obviously, but it's not gonna be popular. It's not gonna be a cult thing. It's not going to have a cult following like the first two kind of did to an extent. You know, hyper-tactical shooter, like really slow-paced. This is not a hyper-tactical, slow-paced shooter. This is a fast-paced Call of Duty shooter, except third-person. You know, I hate to say that, like, oh, it's just Call of Duty ripoff, because, you know, well, the thing is, though, is that most games these days are, because they see Call of Duty is doing great. So they try to emulate it. And the thing about that is that I don't understand the logic behind that, because you're not going to take away customers of Call of Duty and get them to play your game. Maybe you will for a little while, but they're not going to stay. They're going to sell your game or they're going to rent it. It's like, I know some people who are Call of Duty addicts. All they do is play Call of Duty. And whenever a game like this comes out, they rent it for about a week, and they just return it and never think about it again. Because they just go back to their beloved Call of Duty. So when you try to emulate a game, a really popular game like Halo, or Call of Duty, or Gears of War, there's no point, because the players of that game are going to go straight back to their old game. You know, so it's like, I don't get it. You know, at least in the old Ghost Recons, you know, it's like, was the only other game like that, it was SOCOM for the PS3, just the PlayStation. So I don't understand why they went away from that. Because if it was like the old Ghost Recons, I would buy it. It would be an instant buy, because I really like those games. But with this game, no, I'm not gonna buy it, because it's just like Splinter Cell Conviction. I did not like Splinter Cell Conviction. They screwed that game up too. Just on a side note, I really like all of the other old Splinter Cells, but I do not like Conviction because they screwed it up. And same story with this game. I liked all the other Ghost Recons, but not this game because it screwed it up. Because they try to go mainstream with it. They try to appeal to all the Call of Duty fans out there that are going to play it for a week. Some of them, certainly not all of them, and they're just going to go straight back to Call of Duty. It's just like Homefront. You know, I know Homefront is its own thing. It's not like, you know, a sequel to some other game. But they try to do the same thing. They try to copy Call of Duty, and look at it. It failed miserably. Nobody plays that game. Because all the Call of Duty people went out there, played it for a couple days, and then went straight back to Call of Duty. So, you know, I don't understand that business model, but whatever. And here is where I'm showing how it's like Gears of War, you know, with cover. And also, look at this. Look at that. I mean, how fast is he moving there? 30 miles an hour? when you actually see people do it in game when it's not you, it looks stupid. But I mean, all that aside, the game looks pretty good. It's not, you know, it's not like, whoa, mind blown with the graphics, but I mean, it's okay, it's passable. You know, and I hate to be just nailing this game so hard, but the customization on this game is bad. The menus to me felt cumbersome. There's only 3 classes in the whole game now: engineer, soldier, sniper. And there's the only thing that makes them original. They tried to be like clever or something. Is the sniper can turn invisible if you stand still, and the engineer can see when people are looking at him with like a laser appears on him. So I mean, it's like whatever. And the customizability of the character is laughable. That's it. That's the customizability. You can change your headpiece, and I'm sure there's going to be more in the real game. I hope they like add other stuff in. Not that I care. I'm not going to buy it, but that's what it is right now. Headpieces. Wow. So yeah, I mean whatever. I really don't like this game. But I mean, it's got good audio. The guns sound really solid. They feel pretty good. I mean, it's just not enough. It's just not enough to get a sale. Maybe rent it, but that would be it. And this right here, I'm showing the stun gun off. The most ingenious thing anyone could put in a game. A freaking stun gun in a tactical shooter. What? So it's basically a one-hit kill from kind of close range, which I guess could be sort of like a shotgun, but this is a lot gayer. It's just cheap to me. Like this. Boom. Can't see him. Instantly pops up. Nailed. It's horrible. What the hell? Who thought a stun gun would be a good idea? But, you know, that's just my 2 cents on Ghost Recon. I wouldn't buy it. I'm not going to buy it. And I don't recommend anyone else buy it. And I'm sure you won't. They're screwing themselves on this. They're screwing themselves so bad.